Hello. And welcome. My name is Sam. This is the real-time Storytime show by Robert R. Ricks. It is an interactive live event where viewers submit keywords or phrases and then Rob has between 2 to 3 minutes to figure out the story and then perform it while using the provided keywords or phrases. We need between 10 to 12 keywords and I will be selecting them from the Stream Talking system. If you'd like to be part of the show, go to www.streamtalking.com and sign up as a viewer. Go to the Robert R. Ricks channel there, and you will see the real-time story time. You will be able to provide a keyword or a phrase there. If you'd like to support the show, you could always buy Rob a shot at the ko-fi.com website. The address is www.ko-fi.com/RobertRRicks. He loves him his shots. Or you could always go to amazon.com and buy one of his excellent books. Hang tight as we get the show set up.
Alarm. Alarm.
10. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. The show is about to begin.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Robert R. Ricks. This is the real-time Storytime show. I don't know what happened there in the intro. It kind of stuttered out and stalled on me for a second. Let me go ahead and back this up a little bit. I guess that's fine. This is fine. My beard's all messed up. Well, all discombobulated today, but it's all right. That is fine. It is fine. So let's say what's up to the Bronx Bronx Jackalope. What's up, my brother from another mother? Garen Pandalope, howdy, howdy, howdy to you. Paula, Lucky Lope. Sunny Michael, hey man, just got off work, good. Glad you're here, hope you enjoy this. Paula says, sits down with her coffee with French vanilla creamer. Delicious. All right, so we've got some keywords. This is going to be the second episode of Mr. Trouble. Mr. Trouble. All right, so we've got unicorns. Unicorn's horn. Death by adorable puppy. Fight Fire with Fire. Mr. Trouble meets Jeremiah Jones. Oh, interesting. Bacardi 151. Gardenia. Thousands of Skulls. It has to be an S at the end. Thousands of Skull doesn't make sense, so we'll just call that Thousands of Skulls. Another skull one. Skullfucker. Okie dokie. Oh, wow. Thanks, Garen. How about pimento cheese spread and Broschweiger on pumpernickel with wasabi and last dab sauce to go with that? How about pimento cheese bread and Broschweiger on pumpernickel with wasabi and last dab sauce to go with that? And then the Bronx throws in anal rape. All right. So that's our keyword phrases for Mr. Trouble number 2. And I'm going to go ahead and mute myself and get a couple of minutes of music here for me to figure some shit out, because I has to figure out what we're going to put in here as far as some loose ideas. So nice and empty. Let's see. Braunschweiger is liver sausage. Ooh, that actually sounds good. I would eat the fuck out of that. That sounds delicious. So let's go ahead and mute me and start some music. Some slight technical difficulties as we wait for this thing to do what it's supposed to do. Try again. Oh, there it goes. All right. Okay. I think I has it. I thinks I has it. So I got my notes right there. So, for you folks listening to this on the podcast, you're not going to see me when I flash the keywords used or anything else. You're just going to have to remember the keywords that I'm going to tell you. For you folks that are watching it, obviously the keywords are sitting right there in front of you. You don't even have to, speculate. When I flash it, you'll know. So, again, keywords for November 15th, 2020, Mr. Trouble number 2 is Unicorn's Horn, Death by Adorable Puppy, Fight Fire with Fire, Mr. Trouble meets Jeremiah Jones, Jeremiah Jones, bitches, McCarty 151, Gardenia, Thousands of Skulls, Skullfucker, how about pimento cheese spread and Braunschweiger on pumpernickel with wasabi and last dab sauce to go with that? That is a fucking mouthful. Anal rape. Alright, that's it. Let's get it fucking started. I had a multitude of emotions flowing through me. On the one hand, I was happy Bobo was with me. Bobo. The dog which no dog, including Lilith, could ever replace. Bobo licked my face as I stared at the woman sitting at the table reading through the book. A man had came in, rolled out a parchment. They compared notes, and after a few minutes, she stared up at me. We have the information we need now. Now is the next part for you. Look, let's just be blunt here. I'm not too keen on somebody yanking my fucking chain, lady. How many of these fucking tasks do you have for me? She smiled. Maybe 3. 3 tasks. And with these 3 tasks, you're going to break a curse, which there is purportedly no way of doing, and get back my fucking heart. That's what you're telling me. That's exactly what I'm telling you. Why do I have a sneaky suspicion that you're full of shit? She cocked an eyebrow. It was actually quite becoming. Some people it looked funny, but to her, it looked beautiful. When I tell you something, Mr. Trouble, you could take what I say as the word from the Heavenly Father himself. Really? You got it like that? Yes, I have it like that. I got up, crossed over, Bubbo behind me, almost as if he were a living shadow, and I approached the woman. As I got near, I sniffed. The air had a very fragrant, beautiful scent to it. I paused, racking my brain, trying to recall what that familiar smell was. I sniffed once. She looked at me. I sniffed again, smiled. Gardenia. Wow, you smell lovely. She smiled. Unfortunately, you do not. Well, this body, it is what it is. So, what is this item? The next one, anyway, on the list. Oh, you're going to like this one, actually. We just need a unicorn's horn. Pardon? Yes, a unicorn's horn. You do know those are extremely difficult to come by. Yes, I do. You have a virgin around for me to use? I stared at her. Eyes met. She shook her head. Alas, I am not a virgin. Damn, I was hoping. Well, I guess I'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. Unicorns haven't been around for a while. I might have to jump time a little bit. No, you won't need to. There are unicorns now. I stared at her. Wait, what? That can't be right. I hunted a unicorn, what, 150 years ago? And at that time, it was second to the last. So there was one unicorn left, and I would have thought by now it would have gone extinct. She shook her lovely head, smiled at me. No, we've intervened. There's actually dozens of them now. Really? And pray tell why you guys would bring back such a bastard piece of shit species? You know unicorns are perverted assholes, right? Well, they are, but they're also quite lovely. Yeah, unicorns are known for forcing a situation. That's why they're drawn to virgins. They're actually quite gross. They like to anal rape. They like to impale and anal rape. Yes, that's true, but these are special. They're not going to be as brash as you say. Okie dokie, well, you seem to know a lot more than I do. Where can I find said unicorn? Oh, Jesus Christ. Could you shut that off? She stared at one of the other men. He nodded. We have a visitor. She's like, I heard, and it interrupted, and that was quite rude. So do me a favor. Make sure we don't have any more interruptions, please. Yes, ma'am. I shook my head. Is this amateur hour or what? There was a knock at the door. A man came in. I stared at him. This does not look like another angel, I thought to myself. He came in, his eyes shifting, cleared his voice. Am I to understand I'm in the right place? I looked at him. What is that? Mr. Trouble, let me introduce you to Jeremiah Jones. He is a member of the Storytime Investigators. What the hell is a Storytime Investigator? I'm glad you asked. We do YouTube. We hunt all kinds of cryptids. We do all kinds of cool shit. I see, I said as I examined him. Do you mind if I question this Jeremiah Jones? She smiled. By all means. Jeremiah, my name is Mr. Trouble. What is the worst thing you've ever done? What's the worst thing I ever done? You mean like piss in the pool? Shit. Fuck. I don't know. What can you clarify what you're talking about? This perplexed me. What's the worst thing you've ever done? Well, if I gotta be honest, I did something real bad once, and I kind of ashamed about it. Okay, I'm all ears. What was it? Once I was sitting in a church, and I had the bubbly bubblers in my tum-tum, just a little bubbly bubblers, and I tried my best. I held it, but it could not be contained, and I farted in a church. I smiled. And you feel terrible about that? Yeah, I do. Damn, it stunk. There was about 4 or 5 people nearby, and they started gagging, and I just looked around, and I acted, so I kind of lied like I didn't claim it. I was so embarrassed. Okay, so what is it that you do? I hunt monsters. Ah, you hunt monsters. Well, okay. I stared at the woman. I see. I have a guide to help me find a unicorn. I was just was just getting reports on a goddamn unicorn. And I said to myself, Self, that's some bullshit. Ain't no motherfucking unicorns. Ain't none. This is like a motherfucking mermaids. It's some bullshit, man. Some bullshit. But then I got the call from the lady here. Said she knows exactly where it's about we can find us a unicorn. And I said, well, if you know it like that, I'm down. Let's go find us the motherfucking unicorn. I nodded. I stared at the woman. I will take my leave then. Is it okay if I leave Bobo here? She nodded. Bobo, please stay. Bobo, you named your German Shepherd Bobo? That's a cute name. Although, you do know what Bobo means in Filipino Tagalog, don't you? I looked at him. No. What does it mean? It means dum-dum. You call somebody a Bobo, you're calling him dum-dum. What? Son of a bitch. Well, Bobo, it's an American Bobo. Oh, well then fuck it. It's all good in the hoodie then. Let's go. I followed him out. As I did, I could hear the lady chuckling to herself, and I could barely hear as the door closed. She said something along the line of, Mr. Trouble meets Jeremiah Jones. My. And I wondered what she meant about that. We got to the front, and Mr. No Neck was waiting for us with the car. Jeremiah looked perplexed. We supposed to ride with him, or we gonna take my ride? What's your ride? He pointed to a large vehicle, van conversion of some sort. Is your gear all in there? He nodded. Yep. The wife's at home in the command center, but I could drive us. I looked at No Neck. Is it required that we take your vehicle, or can we take Mr. Jeremiah Jones's vehicle? I don't care. You can take whatever you want. Just, you know what you need to do. I nodded. Well, Mr. Jeremiah Jones, I guess I will follow you in your vehicle. Shall we? He nodded. He smiled. He was really quick on his feet, nimble. He went and got in his vehicle, and I got to the passenger side as he cleared the seat. There were lots of papers and maps and things of that nature, all sitting there, nice and neat. He tossed it in the back, and it made a chaotic mess. You know, I could have just put those nice and neat in the back for you. No, hurry up. We go get us a motherfucking unicorn. Let's go. Do you know why they want to see the unicorn? Well, they don't actually want to see the unicorn. They actually want me to kill the unicorn and bring back its horn. What? What in God's name would they want to do that? That's a motherfucking travesty, man. It's a fucking unicorn. You don't fucking kill a unicorn. Well, when they bring one from the brink of extinction and actually somehow breed dozens, or at least a dozen, I suppose it's their prerogative, if that's what they wish. Huh. So you're trying to tell me they could do they could make the unicorns mate, and actually there's a lot of them now? I thought those were solitary. Well, I did too. I didn't think there was many of them left, but apparently there are. Okay, so where are we going? I assume they gave you the information. I heard a chiming noise, and he lifted his phone and looked. There it is. GPS coordinates. Holy shit, it's pretty close. Really? Yeah, there's a fucking forest about an hour's drive out. We should be able to get there. No problem. All right. Well, Mr. Jones? Jeremiah. My friends call me Jeremiah. Hey, Jeremiah. Let's go. We drove, and it was quiet. It was fairly uneventful. I leaned my head back and I dozed. Time passed quickly. I felt the vehicle stop. What's up? Okay, look, you don't know me from nothing, but I got some bad feeling, man. What you mean? I got a thing I like to call it my spook meter. And when I first met you, the spook meter kind of went a little bit when you started asking them funny questions, but it's okay, because you seem okay. But as we got closer to this sumbitch right here, boy, ooh, I started going to like a 10 and then an 11 and then a 12. Whoa, how high does your spook meter go to? Normally a 10. We's at a 12 right now, motherfucker. We's on a 12 right now. Okay. So, what has your spook meter so agitated? That right there. I looked in front of us, and the road that we had traveled on had gotten a bit rough, rocky. But here we were, and the road smoothed out. There was forest all around us, and it was dark, and there was an opening inside of the tree line, almost as if it were a tunnel. Standing in front of it was a man with a small dog. I don't like him. I don't like him one motherfucking bit. Stay in the car, Jeremiah. Let me talk to this man. Do you happen to have any weapons? I got a machete. That's it. I don't carry no firearms because I had to travel through California. You know, they fucking stupid about... Anyway, I will deal with the man. Get your machete, just in case. I got out of the vehicle, and I approached the man. He smiled at me. Jeremiah, for whatever reason, you can say whatever you'd like about him, but his so-called spook meter was very dialed in. I also felt perturbed by the man. I got close to him. He smiled again. Broad teeth bared. Hello, Mr. Trouble. Ah, you know who I am. Hell's not too happy about losing the book of names. Yeah, what is that? What is it? Why does the the angels so interested in that book? It's none of your business. You know, you were a guest in hell, and as a guest, things were expected of you. What was not expected of you was the theft of one of our most coveted items. We kept it hidden for a reason. Hey, I didn't kill more than I had to. In fact, I spared more than I was supposed to. Look, when I'm summoned, I follow the rules you guys laid out. Did I not? He sneered. You never betray hell, guest. I looked at the small dog. Cute. I sniffed. I could smell the brimstone. That what I think it is? Yes, it is. Why does it look like that? Why do you look the way you look? If I'm not mistaken, you are supposed to be a midget. Yeah, I get a little tired of that shit. I got feelings. I don't like midgets, and you motherfuckers do that shit all the time. Now, who the fuck am I talking to? Well, I think you know. I stared in his eyes. Fuck. Mastema? In the flesh. Or in the human flesh. Why are you guys downplaying your appearance? I mean, normally you're horrific. I mean, really horrific. I glanced down at his pants. There was a pronounced bulge there. I snickered. Although, it looks like some things you don't want to hide, right? Hey, if you got it, you flaunt it. So listen. Word on the street is you guys are going for a unicorn's horn. Damn. Somebody's got some loose fucking lips. Yeah, I am tasked with getting a unicorn's horn. Why? What is it? What's it for? It's basically a location spell that they're working on. Unicorn's horn is important because it acts as the compass. The tip of it anyway, is going to be cut off, and it will act as a compass to lead them to whoever it is they're looking for inside of the Book of Names. Huh. I see. And you guys would like it very much if they didn't. Why am I pulled into this shit? I mean, they could have gotten anybody to do this type of shit, but why me? Well, for one, you're one of the few beings in existence that can travel through time at will. Also, you're one of the few people that has that damn ability of yours. It's very useful, even against demons. I nodded. It is. I would hate to try to use it against you because, you know, you being a hunter and all, I respect that. We kind of have to do the same shit. He smiled at me. This time the teeth had shifted to very, very sharp fangs. Who's that in the van? He's a human. He's just some kind of a hunter as well. I guess he has a YouTube show or something where he tracks down different types of animals and shit. I didn't really get deep with it. YouTube, you say? Huh. It's becoming more and more prolific, isn't it? Yeah, I guess. Well, how about this? How about this, Trouble? How's about you and I go visit him? I let the pup eat. And then whatever's left, you and I snack on. So you want to kill my friend there. Some sort of death by adorable puppy, which he would see as an adorable puppy, but is actually a hellhound. And then you and I would eat his flesh after Fido is done slobbering all over it. How about pimento cheese spread and Braunschweiger on pumpernickel with wasabi and last dab sauce to go with that? He chuckled. Wow. Say that 3 times fast. I'd rather not. And actually, I'd rather not kill my friend there. He seems like a pretty solid dude. Anyway, who is controlling you? The bitch won't tell me her fucking name. And I can't compel her. Yeah. That's unfortunate. We'd really like to know who it is that was smart enough to pull you into this. I filed that away. That was an interesting statement. Why I got pulled into this? That bothered me. You had hit a nerve, something that had been sitting in the back of my mind, perplexing me, wondering why me. Yeah, I can just call her Gardenia right now because that's what she smells like. His eyebrows perked up. She smells like gardenias. Yeah, that's interesting. Why? Well, 2 reasons. 1, most angels are not females. And 2, they don't smell like flowers. I filed that away also as useful information. I hadn't seen many angels. Why do you think she's an angel? Well, because she did stuff where she kind of motioned and she had information and things came out of walls and shackled me. I've never seen humans do that. Well, not normal humans. And I've never seen the angels bestow that kind of power on humans. He nodded. It made sense. I don't believe she's an angel. What is she then? She might be something else, but I don't believe she's an angel. Did you feel power on her? No. Can't say I did. She did fuck up the summoning spell. The funny thing is angels have the same information that we have. Really? What's that? Everything. Wait. You mean to tell me that angels and demons know everything about everything? He smiled. Of course. So you know a lot about me? Oh yeah, I know a lot about you. Oh yeah? Alright. What was my favorite pet? Is it a cute little white Pomeranian? No, it's not Lilith. It's your stupid fucking German Shepherd, Bobo. My eyes got wide. Wait a minute. So, if demons and angels know pretty much everything, then why aren't they just running with it and just like controlling everything? Rules. Stupid rules. Which is why I can't actually touch you. I can't do anything to you other than have this conversation. Well, shit. That's interesting. As above is below. We all have rules we have to follow, although I suspect this gal does not have to follow the rules. And I don't know what it is she's looking for. But hell would be very, very interested if you learn anything, if you would share with us. Well, I'm not trying to piss off hell. You know that. I appreciate everything you guys have done for me. And we've appreciated what you've done for us. It's been a mutually beneficial situation. Would you agree? I would agree. Okay. Then I will leave you to your hunt. By the way, careful. These unicorns are fucking deadly. How do you know? Because, remember, we know everything. And you're able to tell me? That wasn't supposed to, but that one's on the house. Huh. I could hear something from the car behind me. Saw Jeremiah step out, machete dangling to his side. Wow, he is a brave one, isn't he? You sure we can't kill? No, leave him alone. All right. I'll be seeing you, Trouble. Yeah, Master, I'll see you too. There was a flash, and he was gone. I looked back at Jeremiah. His eyes were wide. What in the fuck was that? That was a demon. No shit? A real fucking honest-to-God motherfucking demon? Yeah. A demon who warned us these unicorns are dangerous. Fuck. I got some motherfucking machete, man. Here. He handed me the machete. And he pulled out a camera. I got to film it, though. Yeah, that's fine. You watch my back. You scream out if you see anything. And we'll go in. How's that sound? Sounds good to me. Okay. We walked in. The hairs on my neck stood. It was unnerving. It was troubling. God damn it, God damn it, God damn it. I wish I had me as a drinky drink right now. What? Calm my nerves, man. Shit's got me fucking heebie-jeebied out. Fuck, if I could have had me some, just a shot or two of the Bacardi 151. Ooh, that's all I need. That's the shit I need right there to fuel. Uh-huh. Hey, Jeremiah, you remember that fart in the church? Oh, yeah. You're gonna be very brave, my friend. In fact, you're not afraid at all right now. Holy shit! God damn it! He's like a motivational speaker or some shit. I feel fucking great. What the fuck? Hi, man. I'm telling you, the motivational speaking circuit board, they make some good money, man. They got some good videos. You ever watch? Anyway, let's focus on what we need to do. Come on. Let's go, Jeremiah. We walked a little bit, and as we did, the forests around us got deathly quiet. There were no animal sounds. Nothing. I heard a brush move slightly to my right. Hello, I said. My name is Mr. Trouble, and I'd like to speak with you. There was a low, growling voice. I know your kind, and I know you. You killed my great-great-grandfather. Oh, shit. I had hoped you motherfuckers would have short memories. But yeah, I killed one of you motherfuckers. It wasn't personal. It was a job. And I've been breaking rules. In fact, all I need is, a unicorn's horn. It does not mean I have to kill a unicorn. And if I'm not mistaken, the horn will regrow, right? Yes, the horn will regrow. But I would much rather see my horn through your fucking eye. Yeah, I'm sure you would, but listen. It ain't gonna happen. I very, very much need to have this little discussion with you. I looked at Jeremiah. The compulsion held. He was not shaking. He wasn't trembling. He had fierce fire in his eyes, and his camera was up in the ready. I could tell there was a little glowing light on the tip of it. Jeremiah, is your camera rolling? Oh, yeah, it's rolling. It's rolling, baby, it's rolling. I can't wait to see me a unicorn. I heard there be... Oh, wow, that's not beautiful. I am not happy with the human. His assessment of me is incorrect. I turned and instantly was repulsed. Now, understand, as a resident of hell, I've seen a great many horrid things, but the unicorn that stood in front of me looked diseased. It had a grayish mane that looked shaggy. It looked coarse. He stepped up. I could smell him. There was a damp, moist, moldy smell to him. He smelled like ripe mushrooms that were spoiling. What the fuck? I thought the angels did a good job breeding you guys and bringing you back. Angels. Angels did not do this. Humans did this. How? Their science. Huh. Listen, my offer stands. There is no reason for me to kill you. I'd rather not. I just need your horn. And what if I don't want to give the horn? Well, I could ask you a question and make you give me the horn. That's impossible. It was possible with your great-great-granddaddy. You know, the problem is, you unicorns are driven by lust. You're driven by an overwhelming urge to fuck up virgins. Not just normal sex. You know what I mean? Not normal. Like, you guys do horrible shit to virgins. And it doesn't matter if they're female. It doesn't matter if they're fucking, you know, young or old. You guys are, like, horrible. And very rarely do they live. His eyes moistened. A tear surprisingly rolled down his face. It's true. The urge. It's overwhelming. This is also the result of their breeding us. It's more powerful than ever. Like, even now, I know you are not a virgin. It doesn't matter. I want you. Oh, fine. Let's play it safe. Because the last thing I want is for you to stick that up my ass. Tell me, what's the worst thing you've ever done? He shook then, violently. I saw the veins across his neck and his legs throb. He tried to fight it, but his tear gave him away. He regretted the things he had done. I have the blood. I have the memories, the horrible nightmares of thousands of skulls. The things that I have done, I regret. Well, the instrument of all of that was what? My horn. Let's try something. I've been turning over a new leaf since I've been summoned to the physical realm. Step forward, please. He did. Lower your head. He did. Jeremiah, I don't know if you want to film this next part. It's gonna be bloody. No. Do it. I'm good. Camera was held in a ready. I gripped the tip of the horn, and I aimed just high enough where it would be only an inch above the base. I did not want to cleave into his skull. I only wanted the horn. I hit it with a good angle so as not to fragment or break it or anything else, and the blade, amazingly, cleaved in perfectly. It's a perfect angle. It screamed out for a moment. "Silence," I said, and it was quiet, shaking, trembling. I handed the horn back to Jeremiah, who held it. "Holy shit, it's hot!" "Yep." I then looked at the unicorn. "You will feel no more compulsion, no more urges to do the things which disgust you. You will only seek out the things that give you enjoyment. You will only find the things that will help nourish you. And you will teach that to the others to the best of your ability. And as your horn grows back, it will grow magnificent. And you will be the unicorn among unicorns. You will be magnificent." Again, tears streamed down its face. It nodded. "Thank you." He turned and walked. Okay. Mission accomplished. I had the horn in my hand, and sure enough, Jeremiah was right. It was hot. It was very hot. It was roughly about 3 feet long, tapered from the top. It wasn't twisted. It was more gnarled, more demonic, I would almost say. I tucked it into the bag that I carried at my back, and we went back to the car. "All right, let's head back." "So, the lady, she made you do this, huh?" Anger welled in me. "Yeah. She's kind of forcing me to do a lot of things, and I'm not very happy about her. In fact, I'm pretty angry with her, and I'm frustrated because there's not a lot I can do. There's a part of me that would like to strangle her and then skull fuck her. But, alas, I have no influence over her, and she seems to know a lot." "Huh. And the demon fella back there, you seem kind of friendly with him?" "Let's just say he's my landlord. I mean, he wanted to make sure that I was aware of what we were getting into." "So shit's kind of crazy, huh?" "Yep." I see. That's a tough thing, man. It's a tough thing. So, what you go do to try to get out the situation then?" You know, my friend, I think it's time for me to fight fire with fire, because obviously she's not being truthful with me, and she has a lot of information that I don't have at the moment. So here's what we're going to do, my friend. You're going to go back to her. You're going to give her the horn. And then I will be there momentarily after. But for now, I think I'm going to have to take a little trip. A trip down memory lane. I have to see a few things myself and talk to a couple people that I can't talk to right now. So, when I vanish from this car, please do not freak out. I'm telling you ahead of time. But I want you to go ahead and drive back like you normally would to the lady. And you're going to give her the horn. "All right, I could do that. But I gotta tell you, this conversation right now, you got my spook meter kind of tingling." What number?" "It's like a 4. That's appropriate, because the person I'm about to go talk to, I don't like talking to. But he has information that might help me out." "All right. Be safe, my friend." "I will. You too. Did you get the video?" "Oh, yeah, baby. I got it." "And it's going to help you?" "Yes, indeed." "Okay. I'll be back." I flashed, and I saw him freeze for a moment. Everything stopped. Everything was quiet. I pictured a man I needed to speak with. Everything flowed around me in different directions. On the one side, things, trees, flowers, and stuff, wilted away, went back to a younger state, and then, when I arrived at the correct time, I needed to be at the correct place. I jumped. There was a man sitting at a table, sipping tea. He barely looked up when I manifested in front of him. He sniffed once, smirked. I thought we agreed you weren't ever going to talk to me again. Well, I had thought about coming back in time before we had that particular conversation, but I said, fuck it. I'm in a jam and I need some help. Really? What seems to be the problem? What do you know about the Book of Names? I know a little something about that. And if somebody was to use a location spell with a unicorn's horn, that's intriguing as well. Who would benefit from that, heaven or hell? I'd say neither. So this is not in the domain of heaven or hell. I suppose hell would get a little pissed off about it, but if what you're saying is true, this is more in the realm of man. They're looking, probably, for somebody. Well, I gathered that, but why? The people who are listed in the Book of Names are extraordinary. They shape the world we live in. Their lineage, the people who are going to affect the world, are also listed. Wait, so this is a list of names of people who have been, as well as people who will be. Yes. Oh. No, that's interesting. Now, if humans, were aware of this particular book and other things, would they be privy to information about my situation? He looked up at that moment, made eye contact, and stared at me. Do you mean, do I think they could break the curse? Yeah. And find my heart. Those are very, very, very difficult things. I suppose if they have a spell good enough with the unicorn's horn, they could craft a device which could be used, especially in your hands, to find not only your heart, but the one who cursed you in the first place. And you could probably, now knowing what you know and as powerful as you are now, compel her to break the curse. My eyes got wide. Why the fuck had I never thought about that myself? Let me guess, you're wondering why you never thought about that yourself. I nodded. Probably because of the curse. That curse has done a lot more to you than just racked your body and everything else. It's put certain types of constraints on you. That made sense to me. Do you think she's still alive? He nodded. Oh yes, I do think she's still alive. So what do you think the best course of action is to deal with these humans? Well, I would let them go ahead and see if they're powerful enough to actually craft the device. If they can indeed make that device, then it might be interesting to see who it is that they're after, what they're after. And then, when you have the device, because obviously they're going to use you, that being as what you are, to use that device, well then at that point you do what you do best. That hurt. That was a jab. I get it. Look, I've apologized a lot. I've said words. I don't care about your fucking apologies. Feel lucky we were even having this conversation. I nodded. I do appreciate that. No, you're gonna owe me. Okay, that's fair. You owe me twice. Alright, you're pushing it, but that's fair too. You know Bobo's back. Wait, what? Yeah, they're able to get Bobo. That's very interesting. Huh. Yeah, there's a couple of factions that have enough Jews that could pull something like that off. When did they pull you in? Future. About 20 years from now. Really? Halloween. Oh, on Halloween, huh? Be very careful. Obviously, they know what you can and can't do. They probably anticipate this. So be very careful. I nodded. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, get the fuck out of here. I did. I shifted, moved the times, finally got back to the right timeline, shifted. Right as Jeremiah rolled up, I materialized within the van. Oh, holy shit! God damn it, you can't do that shit, man. You can get fucking almost shit my pants. Sorry. God damn it. What the fuck? Let's go in, shall we? We walked in. No Neck looked at me. Did you get it? Oh, yeah, we got it. Walked in. Saw the lady. I allowed Jeremiah to hand her the horn. I'm curious, she said as she stared at me. Did you kill the unicorn? I shook my head. The Frankenstein unicorn that you fucking made? Nah, I didn't kill it. You guys really fucked it up, though. Its mind is broken, like, horribly. You guys really did a number on it. Well, it's not easy to bring mystical creatures back, you know. I shrugged. So what's next? What's next is we'll work on something for a little bit, and you've got some R&R time. We need about 15, 16 hours. Jeremiah? As agreed, there was an envelope on the desk. He walked over, lifted it up, eyes got wide. Hey now, this feels like a lot more than what we talked about. Plus, you know, I'm feeling like I should be the one paying you. I mean, hell, I got the footage and everything. She stuck her hand out. About that, I need the footage. What? Why the fuck was I even there then? I mean, what the fuck, you know? I watched him and he was amazing as he protested and everything else. With his one hand, I watched him pull out the SD card, and I smiled as I watched. Fine. I don't think this is fucking right, though. And he turned as if he was reaching into his pocket. He slid another SD card in. Here. Gave her the camera. She looked at it. Okay. You're well compensated right there. In trouble? Stick around. Play with your dog. I'm gonna go talk with Jeremiah for a little bit since she just fucked him. And I'm gonna take a little walk. No Neck can follow me if he wants. I'm gonna take the dog for a walk. He might have to go poop. Wouldn't want him to poop in here. She smiled. That's fair. Go ahead. We walked out. Jeremiah grinning. He looked at me. You saw what I did, right? I did. You know, she's probably gonna get pissed about that. Ah, fuck her. She's not setting off my spook meters. But you, my friend, you's an interesting one. Might want to do an interview with you one day if that'd be alright. Have you come up on the show maybe and have a little, you know, a little interview, questions and answer type of thing? I smiled. I'll pass on the interview stuff, but I'd like to see you again. You seem like a good guy, and I'd love to meet your wife. All right. If you've ever happened to be in town or whatever, stop on by. We'll have a good old time. You like barbecue? I nodded. Yes, I do. Well, I make a good fucking barbecue. All right. I shook his hand, and he smiled. All right, motherfucker, I better go before they figure out what I did. He jumped in his vehicle, and he took off like a bat out of hell. No Neck walked up. Yeah, so what are you doing? I'm taking a dog for a walk, and then maybe the dog's gonna take a shit. Wanna come? Yeah. Okay, cool. So we started walking. I realized there was gonna be some pain involved with this. I was still nervous, but I felt a little better armed. I felt like I had enough information that I could play this game. I was intrigued. I was curious what this human faction was doing. Had heaven and hell both watching, although I wondered why the angels were helping. I'm sure, as time goes by, I'll find the answer to that fucking question. Woo! I looked at my dog. Yeah, go. He ran, and for a split instant, everything was right. I was with Bobo. And that was a good start, I think. All right, that's where we're going to end this one. So this is part 2 of Mr. Trouble. We'll go ahead and continue it. So we have Unicorn's Horn, Death by Adorable Puppy, Fight Fire with Fire, Mr. Trouble meets Jeremiah Jones, Bacardi 151, Gardenia, Thousands of Skulls, Skullfucker, how about Pimento Cheese Spread and Braunschweiger on Pumpernickel with wasabi and last dab sauce to go with that, and Anal Rape. So yeah, we got all the keywords in there, so that was a good one. This will probably go live tomorrow. And then the next set of questions will be up on streamtalking.com. So when you guys, probably Monday morning, Monday afternoon, going forward to next week, you guys will be able to go to streamtalking.com and you'll see, let's see, 11:15. So next week is going to be what? So next week will end up being 11:22. So it'll be 11/22/2020 keyword or phrases for the real-time storytime show, Mr. Trouble number 3. So if you guys enjoy doing this and you like putting the keywords and phrases, by all means, go ahead. And we will be back next week, same bat time, same bat channel. Hope you guys are having a great weekend, and I do so appreciate you guys coming and hanging out. And that will be it for now. Paula, Garen, Sonny, Bronx, the guys, anybody else who's watching, really, really, really appreciate you guys hanging out and checking it out. And that's going to be it for now. Okie dokie, guys. See you next week.
Thank you for checking out this show. You don't know what it means for Rob. He really enjoys doing these shows, and it is a good challenge to keep his brain sharp. We will be creating a new entry on the Stream Talking website, which you will see when the podcast goes live, which is usually on Monday morning. Then you can feel free in adding your keyword or phrase anytime you feel like it. Thank you ahead of time for contributing to the show if you do. If you'd like to support the show, you could always buy Rob a shot at the Ko-fi.com website. The address is www.ko-fi.com/RobertRrix. That's it for now. We hope to see you all again next week. As Rob says, same bad time, same bad channel.